Crispy on the outside, buttery and juicy on the inside. This is chicken Kiev, one of the world's most famous stuffed chicken dishes. But behind this elegant meal lies a fascinating mix of culinary history, controversy, and unexpected origins. So, where did this golden delight really come from? Let's find out. At first glance, chicken Kiev sounds undeniably Ukrainian. After all, it's named after Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. But here's the twist. Its origins are not so simple. Some food historians say the dish actually came from France in the 18th century. It was inspired by the French technique of côtelette de volaille, a chicken fillet stuffed with herb butter and coated in breadcrumbs. When Russian aristocrats traveled to France, they fell in love with French cuisine and brought it back home. Later, chefs in St. Petersburg refined it, and that's where the name, Kiev, was added, probably to give it a more local identity. One of the earliest mentions of chicken Kiev appeared in the early 20th century, when a restaurant in Kyiv's Continental Hotel started serving it to travelers. It quickly became a symbol of luxury dining in Eastern Europe. Interestingly, when the Soviet Union was formed, chicken Kiev became a national dish, promoted as a proud example of Soviet culinary art. It was even served to foreign diplomats and visiting leaders. In the USSR, it wasn't just food, it was a statement. By the 1960s, chicken Kiev had crossed oceans. When British Airways and Pan Am started serving it as an in-flight meal, it became internationally famous. It was exotic, elegant, and easy to reheat, a perfect dish for luxury travel. Soon, it appeared on dinner tables in London, New York, and Sydney, turning from a royal delicacy into a global comfort food. Close-up of chef preparing chicken Kiev, flattening chicken, adding butter, rolling it up. But what truly makes chicken Kiev special is its technique. The heart of the dish is its garlic herb butter, known as beurre maître d'hôtel. The chicken breast is carefully flattened, stuffed with the butter, rolled tightly, coated in egg and breadcrumbs, and then deep-fried until golden. And here's a fun fact. Traditional chefs chill the butter until it's nearly frozen before sealing it inside the chicken. That's the secret to that beautiful burst of melted butter when you cut it open. Cut to Kyiv restaurant, locals enjoying the dish. Today, chicken Kiev has made a comeback in both Ukrainian and international cuisine. In Kyiv, restaurants proudly serve it as a national treasure, often with a modern twist, like truffle butter or lemon zest. In fact, in 2018, the city of Kyiv celebrated chicken Kiev with a culinary festival, officially recognizing it as part of Ukrainian heritage. But here's another surprising detail. Chicken Kiev also became a frozen food icon. In the 1970s, British supermarkets sold millions of ready-to-cook chicken Kievs each year. It was one of the first frozen meals to feature real restaurant-style flavor, and it helped shape the modern convenience food industry. Early chefs preparing chicken Kiev often struggled with a messy issue, the butter bursting out during frying. To prevent this, they began freezing the butter before wrapping it in chicken. This clever trick became one of the earliest examples of cold prep cooking techniques still used in professional kitchens today. A dish with disputed nationality, chicken Kiev has sparked culinary controversy for decades. Russia, Ukraine, and even France have all claimed it as their own. While French chefs perfected the stuffed chicken technique, Ukrainian cooks in Kyiv adapted it, and the Soviet Union promoted it worldwide. So depending on where you are, the same dish can be a symbol of pride or rivalry. It wasn't always called chicken Kiev. In 19th-century Russian cookbooks, the dish appeared under names like côtelette de volaille or cutlet in the Kyiv style. The English name, chicken Kiev, only became popular in the 1950s and 60s, thanks to restaurants in New York and London that marketed it as an exotic Eastern European delicacy. The Cold War dinner table star. During the Cold War, chicken Kyiv became a symbol of diplomacy. Western diplomats visiting the USSR were often served the dish as part of formal state dinners. It was meant to show off Soviet sophistication, proof that they could cook like the French, too. A famous explosion, not in the kitchen. In 1981, British politician Michael Heseltine made chicken Kyiv unexpectedly famous again when one exploded on his plate during a dinner speech. The story hit the newspapers, and suddenly, chicken Kyiv was all over the headlines, quite literally. A symbol of Ukrainian pride after Ukraine gained independence in 1991, many Ukrainian chefs began reclaiming chicken Kyiv as a national dish. Restaurants in Kyiv serve gourmet versions with locally churned butter, organic herbs, and even golden breadcrumbs to celebrate its heritage. It's not just chicken anymore. Modern chefs have turned chicken Kyiv into an art form. You can now find salmon Kyiv, vegetarian Kyivs made with mushrooms or eggplant, and even dessert Kyivs, sweet pastries stuffed with buttercream that mimic the same melting effect. There's a monument to chicken Kyiv, yes, you heard that right. There's a small culinary monument dedicated to chicken Kyiv in Kyiv, placed near the historic Dnipro River area. It's a light-hearted tribute to one of the city's most famous exports, a dish that put Kyiv on the world's culinary map. Crispy on the outside, buttery and juicy on the inside. This is chicken Kyiv, one of the world's most famous stuffed chicken dishes. But behind this elegant meal lies a fascinating mix of culinary history, controversy, and unexpected origins. So, where did this golden delight really come from? Cut to images of old European kitchens, chefs preparing food. But here's the twist. Its origins are not so simple. Some food historians say the dish actually came from France in the 18th century. Later, chefs in St. Petersburg refined it, and that's where the name, Kyiv, was added, probably to give it a more local identity. Close-up of chef preparing chicken Kyiv. Flattening chicken, adding butter, rolling it up. But what truly makes chicken Kyiv special is its technique. In Kyiv, restaurants proudly serve it as a national treasure, often with a modern twist, like truffle butter or lemon zest. In fact, in 2018, the city of Kyiv celebrated chicken Kyiv with a culinary festival, officially recognizing it as part of Ukrainian heritage. From royal banquets to frozen food aisles, from Soviet dining halls to Ukrainian pride, chicken Kyiv has lived many lives. It's more than just a dish, it's a traveler of history, culture, and taste. So the next time that golden crust cracks open, remember, you're not just eating chicken. You're tasting a story that began over 2 centuries ago.